You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King. This is Possessive Girlfriend, Ex-Listener by Hikari ASMR. I think it's been a while since I've done Hikari-chan. It's been a while. And you know, this is basically your kind of like semi-yandere kind of thing. I like how it's not called yandere. It's just Possessive Girlfriend, you know. We don't need to attach those labels to everything. It can just be what it is. It can just be its own, you know. It can just be a type of personality. It doesn't need to be a, you know, a stereotype every single time. So, I appreciate that. So, this is relatively simple. It starts off with her greeting you and being like, "Oh, how you doing? Yeah, I saw you talking to this other one girl. I saw you looking at this girl with your beautiful eyes, and you know, just put me in a bad mood." And I'm, you know, like, all right, and she basically devises that the form of punishment that she is going to give you for looking at another girl is what she's going to do is lick your ears until you can't take it anymore. I guess until you just go crazy and go Joker mode and just, you know, whatever. I guess that's how it's going to go. So she's just going to give you the ear licks, and, you know, she does, and, you know, I will tell you, it's definitely hard to take, I'll say that. It's definitely pretty difficult to take. It is, you know, it's tough, because, I mean, one thing I'll say is probably if I were to have any kryptonite out of the ASMR techniques, you know, in the toolbox, you know, the ear stuff probably would be the one that gets to me the most if it were anything. You know, and, you know, ear licking, I mean, that's kind of that's the most, you know, that's the most out there version of it. I mean, you know, and I'll saliva it up on my ears. I don't really know. I don't know. But you know, not like I've ever, you know, gone through that. It'd be probably quite the, be quite the thing to go through that. But you know, so she goes on her plan, and, you know, licks my ears and licks my ears. And the whole gimmick here is basically that she's not going to stop until I have to say that I'll love her forever and I'll never let her go. Basically, I have to say that we'll be together forever, and, you know, this is what I have to say. And, you know, like, honestly, what it sounds like to me is like we may as well just get married. That's basically what it sounds like to me, right? I mean, hey, you know, be together forever. You know, not gonna look at any other woman, whatnot. You know, it's a fine deal. You know, I'll see you at church. You know, I'll see you at church next month. You know, I hope you got the dress ready. You know, we'll be going, right? That's what it's. You know, that's what it sounds like the solution in this situation is to me. I don't know. You know, because it's like, oh, you need to make a promise and you'll mean it. Well, you know, okay. Well, we can make a promise and I'll mean it. You know, I'll make the oath on God Himself, and, you know, we'll get the deal. We'll get the deal in writing, and we'll get the deal sorted out. We'll get the deal out with heaven, right? We'll get it sorted. We'll just go, and, you know, from then on, what more of a promise do you need, right? What more of a promise do you need? You know, because if I'm pledging to God, then I'm not going to pledge back. I'm not going to say, well, you know, God, I'm pledging this, but I'm not saying that. It's like, hey, God, you know, if I'm saying it, then, you know, we're going, right? So, you know, if that's what you want, then, you know, I can set things up. I think this is, you know, negotiable. But, you know, eventually she catches on that I'm actually enjoying it. You know, because, you know, it's quite, it's quite the thing, right? You know, so she revises her terms. And the win conditions are basically the same, which is I have to say I'll always love her and I'll never let her go. That's a fine promise. You know, I mean, hey, probably after a while, after the ear licking, I'd probably, you know, be grabbing her and be like, hey, come here, right? Let me hug you. I'm in a hugging mood, alright? I like my hugs, alright? But, it's the same. I gotta say, I'll never let her go, but, you know, if I don't say it, then she'll stop licking my ears, so. I mean, at that point, I have to comply, right? I mean, she's already gone. You know, she's already gotten started, so, you know, I'm, you know, I guess I have to comply, right? And I already would, right? I found the first terms already finally negotiable, and hey, you know, if you wanna just, you know, be together forever, and you want me to look at you, and you want this to be a part of the deal, and the ear licks are included, well, I think I'm on this train. I think I'm going, right? And I gotta keep myself under control. Yeah, but you know, that's literally it. That's the summary. That's it. So, you know, in terms of characterization, well, got most of it out to you already. You know, you got this, you know, possessive girl. And, you know, she just wants the loyalty pledge. And you know what? I agree with the loyalty pledge. I think we need to be serious about that. So I'm willing to come out and say it. I'm willing to come out and be completely honest in those terms. So, you know, that's how it is. And, you know, her method of coercion, I think, is... I'm not sure if I call it appropriate, but I'll say it's at least very effective. It's very convincing. You know, her method of coercion, so, you know, I'm on board. I would have been on board, you know, either way, but now I'm, like, really, really on board. So, the art is, you got this, girl, she's got, like, a black dress, and she's got white hair. Always a nice kind of combination, and kind of what you expect from that kind of, like, elitist, smart kind of yandere type, right? You know, she's got some style to her, she's got some grace to her, and you know, she wants to know. She wants to know if you know, I have fidelity to me, and you know, the answer is yes. All right, the answer is yes. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. It's all part of the plan, right? So. I think that's all I have to say, yeah. Pretty simple. So, the rating for this one, audio 5 out of 5, wholesome rating 4 out of 5, overall rating 8 out of 10, rank great. So yeah. I mean, usually if ear licks are included at all, it's going to be a little bit down on the wholesome rating because, I mean, even though technically it's, like, innocent, and it can be innocent, usually it can give you some different connotations depending on how it goes. Now, it depends on how far that goes, but, you know, in a lot of cases it's kind of like that. So, and in this case, it kind of is a little bit more like that, but, you know, I could have put the wholesome rating at 5 out of 5. I could have put it there, but it was a little bit in the flux. Maybe that's a bit more of a personal thing on my end. I don't know, but you know, is what it is. So, all right, Hikari-chan, Hikari. All right, there you go. Thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.